We got it though.
All right, you ready?
You ready?
Here we go.
Oh!
Joseph Kilgore. Dude can throw down. March 29th, the College Slam Dunk Championship. You can root on this guy. While the Astros did lose, Alex Bregman continued tearing the cover off the ball. If you remember last weekend, Bregman shaved off his mustache mid-game. You can see here. That's the second inning against the Royals. Then in the fourth, he comes back out, no lip sweater. People were calling for head coach Jason Garrett's job and questioning if Dak Prescott was the quarterback of the future. After an Amari Cooper trade and a 5-game winning streak, they've gone from being in panic mode to being in control of the NFC East. The Calallen Wildcats, a team that people really didn't know what to think of at the beginning of the season. Coach Phil Danaher even told me he didn't even know what to expect from this team because plenty of turnover from last season's roster, but the Wildcats have really had another Calallen-esque season. Speaking of Jose Altuve, he was noticeably in discomfort all of Game 4, but he is back in the lineup tonight. And good evening, Coastal Bend. I've been making my rounds here at the stock show. Now I'm in the cow area. I'm hanging with the heifers. February has not been kind to the Spurs. Heading into Sunday, they sit at 2-5 in the month. Tonight, a chance to right the ship a bit against one of, if not the worst team in the NBA. San Antonio out in New York taking on the Knicks at the Garden. First quarter, here's something wacky for you. LaMarcus Aldridge misses the jumper, but Dennis Smith Jr. and Kevin Knox both accidentally tip it in on their own basket. The Ice Rays closing out their 2-game home series against the Odessa Jackalopes tonight. Odessa sits in dead last of the South Division standings. So a game the Ice Rays certainly want to take advantage of. Pick things up in the early first period, a bit of a sign of things to come. Anthony Furiolo and Kyle Moore skate into each other. Easy, fellas, your teammates. In the second, TC with the ball on their own 7. Here's a new school record. Darius Anderson, 93 yards, puts his boost on. Yeah, that's a long way to run. Big fella's gonna need the gas mask after that one. Matthew McConaughey, a loyal Longhorn fan and alum, is being tabbed as the, quote, Minister of Culture to help create an atmosphere unlike anywhere else. And to that, I say, all right, all right, all right. Astros spring training games started on Saturday. Today, a split squad schedule. If you're unfamiliar with the term, it is exactly what it sounds like. The Major League teams split up with other camp invites. In both games, guys who spent time in Corpus Christi last season making an impact, like here, last season's opening day center fielder Miles Straw laying out and robbing, no, you're not hearing this incorrectly, Tim Tebow. So, I'm not sure if you know, Carol, you guys won this week. I got quite the rowdy bunch over here. They came on down from San Antonio, stocks and blondes. At 9 a.m. on the dot, madness ensues, all because of this box right here, which carries this packet, the UIL District Realignment. There you have it. Hey, thanks for joining me. It's really nice to meet you. Chris, it's a blast out here. You can see people hopping in this shot. They're having a lot of fun. We'll have more updates on this game later tonight in the 10 p.m.
I would say, Travis, you had Michigan fans going by there, you had Nova fans going by, so who do you have tonight?
You know, Remy has Michigan. I got Villanova. Brunson, that guy's been a stud all season, and stars really shine in big moments. I think he's going to take over this game. And, I mean, Villanova just set a record for most three-pointers in a Final Four game. It's kind of tough to stop them, no matter how good Michigan's defense is. The NBA trade deadline provided Mavs fans with plenty to be happy about. Dallas bringing former Knicks All-Star Kristaps Porzingis to the Lone Star State. But fans will have to wait to see basketball's unicorn suit up with fellow foreign star Doncic, as Porzingis is still in the recovery process for an ACL tear. Doncic, however, healthy and balled out tonight against the Trailblazers. Mavericks trailed by 15 heading into the fourth, and then Luka turned it on. Late fourth here, Mavs down 6. Doncic step back 3, makes it a 3-point game. Later in the fourth, it's now a tie ball game. Doncic driving, Doncic scoring. Mavs with the lead. Last week, Texas A&M Kingsville football took the #1 team in the country to double overtime in a 37-36 loss to Texas A&M Commerce. The negative, obviously, being the team picked up a loss. But the positive, this Javelina football team proved they can compete with the best of the best. And compete they did tonight in the home opener. Packed house at Javelina Stadium tonight. Hogs hosting Texas Wesleyan. We'll pick things up in the second quarter, and it was a big one for the boys in blue and yellow. Hogs in the red zone pitch it out to San Diego, Texas native Luis Lopez. Lopez just will not go down. Javelinas take a 21-7 lead. Later in the second, Javelinas continuing to feed Lopez the rock, and why not? Here he's just gonna bulldoze through the linebacker, and how about that stiff arm to finish off the truck stick? Second touchdown of the night puts A&M Kingsville up 28-7. Just a couple seconds later, Javelinas with the ball after a forced fumble. Here's a name for you, Coy Detmer Jr. finding Aaron Dilworth, who puts a quarter in the jukebox and plays Take Me Home Tonight. Javelinas roll 24 points in the second quarter and 52 on the night. Hey there everyone, Travis Green here with Joseph Kilgore. This man right here has been selected to the 2018 Slam Dunk Championship out in San Antonio. Joe, what was that like to be selected?
It's been an honor and a blessing just to be able to go out here and represent Corpus Christi and myself and my family, and just go and put on a show in the dunk contest.
Top scorer for the Islanders this year.
Yes, sir.
18 points, over 18 points a game. Did you think you could put out that type of performance this season?
I think I knew I could once the season started, and then we had a few injuries to some seniors, which put a lot of pressure and had me step my game up a little bit. So I knew with the opportunity I would be able to put out the output that I did.
Yeah. All right, so the reason we're here, is to talk about the dunk competition.
Right.
I didn't know you had that kind of bounce until the game against New Orleans, where you dunk on a guy and make SportsCenter top 10. What was that moment like for you?
It was a good comeback moment, because my sophomore year I had a dunk that I thought would have made the top 10, but it was some things that made it in front of me. So just to get the dunk down this year and make it to the top 5, it was a rewarding experience, and happy for everybody to see it. Social media was blowing up, so it was cool.
Okay, I know you don't want to give us too many spoilers.
Right.
But do you have a specific dunk you're thinking about throwing down in San Antonio?
I ain't gonna tell you the exact dunk, but I could tell you somebody who did it. Vince Carter, 2000 dunk contest. It's gonna be one of his dunks that he did that year, so that'll be one of
360? Tomahawk?
I don't know. You have to see. One of those, though.
All right, I'd ask you to show us, but I know we don't want to spoil anything.
Right.
Can I throw you an alley-oop? We
can definitely do that. Which way? You comfortable throwing it?
Do you want backboard? Do you want it in the air? Do you want to bounce? Which one do you want?
We can throw it up in the air. On this side, come
this side? All right.
Right here. We can get it done.
All right. Here.
We got it, though.
All right, ready?
You ready?
Here we go.
Oh!
Joseph Kilgore, dude can throw down. March 29th, the College Slam Dunk Championship. You can root on this guy.